Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create an animated GIF so you can put it in your Google Classroom banner. We're going to be creating this animated GIF using Google Slides. Slides.google.com. We're going to start a blank one. And there's a couple of things you need to do here first. You want to go to File, go to Page Setup, and you want to customize this for pixels, and it's going to be at 800 by 200. So the next thing you want to do here is if you want, you can add a background or you can leave it blank. Let's add a little bit of a background here. I'm going to insert an image, and if you already have one, you can do it on your computer, or I'm going to do search. I'm going to go with brick wall. I'm going to insert. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this about a little bit over halfways, because I want to be able to put a floor down here. So we can go about halfways, and you can do one of two things here. You can stretch this out, but if you notice, it looks a little bit pixelated here, a little bit fuzzy. So the other thing that you can do, and this kind of only works with brick, you can copy the image and you can paste it, and you can put it right next to each other. Now that I have my wall, the next thing I want to do is I want to add a floor, maybe like a heather gray type of floor. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to insert a shape. And we're just going to see what it looks like in presentation mode. See that little white part right there? I need to bring it out a little bit more. See, that fixed it. There. So this is going to be your background. The next thing you want to do is you want to add some of your Bitmojis in here. What you're going to want to animate as your Bitmojis. If you haven't done so, you should install the Bitmoji app here. And here what you can do is you can search for any type of Bitmoji that you want to add. For this one, I'm going to see about peeking in. I want my Bitmoji to peek in, so I'm going to drag it. Put it on the edge. Now this is a little deceiving right here. You want to make sure you're looking at your page over here, because this is what's going to be displayed. So you want to go ahead and bring it in a little bit, make it a little bit smaller, and bring it down. And if you really want to see what it looks like, you want to go into presentation mode again. And there you go. That is your Bitmoji. I might want to make it just a little bit smaller. So this is going to be my first animated Bitmoji. Now what I want to do here is I want to add more animation. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to have him wave. And the trick here is to try to make them about the same size. As much as possible. And then I'm going to add another one. I'm going to have him come on in walking. So I'm going to bring him in a little bit more. And if you notice here on the screen, it looks pretty good. But if you look up here, he kind of looks like his head is being chopped off, which tells me I have to bring it down a little bit more. And for this one, I'm going to have him peek in, say hi, and then walk. So I want to keep the size as close to possible as the same. So I'm just going to copy and paste. I want him to say bye. Now, if you notice here, he's facing the wrong way. That's very easy to fix. You just drag the box over to the other side, and he flips it over. So that's a very basic animated Bitmoji here. I mean, you can get very creative. You can add a desk, you can add shelves, you can add him sitting down or her sitting down. But this is just a very basic tutorial on how to create the GIFs. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to copy this slide the amount of times that you have your Bitmoji. So that's this is the first slide, but I'm going to need 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So all I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy and paste till I have 8 slides. So slide 1 should be the Bitmoji that's peeking out. So now that you have your 8, the next thing you want to do is you want to get rid of all of them except for the first Bitmoji you want to show up. So right now I'm going to select this guy. I'm going to delete all the Bitmojis. You can actually, you can grab them all and delete. So that's the first page. And the second page, I want to delete all of them except the second one. Except the first, I'm sorry, except the first one. I'm going to right click here. I'm going to send him back so I can delete this guy. And then you just repeat the process. All right, so now that you have your animation that you want, you're happy with the way you have the setup, let's just see what it looks like in full screen. So it's gonna start off there, it's gonna say hi, it's gonna start walking, then he's gonna dab and then say bye. So that's going to be the whole thing. Now what I've seen some people do is they'll add another slide at the very end and just delete, so that way when it loops it has one extra frame. Creating this GIF can be as simple as clicking on add-on. You want to download something called Creator Studio, and you want to go ahead and ask for it to create the GIF for you. This is by far the easiest way to do it. The problem is that this add-on is on a trial, and I don't know if when the trial ends, if it's going to not allow me to create GIFs unless I pay for it. But for right now, it is allowing me. So I'm gonna go ahead and click on 800 here. And the intervals I wanted to put at half a second. And then you wanna create an animated GIF. You click on go. You give it some time to work. Then you want to view it. And there's your GIF. So then from here, I want to go ahead and download it. I want to show in folder. And I am going to title this GIF Creator Studio. That's the first way of creating a GIF using Creator Studio. There is another alternative. If for whatever reason this add-on wants to charge you to create a GIF, there is another way that you can create these GIFs online. You're going to go into your search bar and you're going to go in and look for Tall Tweets is a website. And you're going to have some options here. Tall Tweets Classic. You want to select a presentation. Let's go ahead and save this presentation. We're going to go ahead and label this Intro Banner for Math. Let's say this is for my math class. Once you have it labeled there, you're going to click on select presentation, and the very first time you do this, it's going to ask you for your permission to be able to access your your drive. So you just go ahead and say yes to that, and you see here that we put intro banner. It's right there. You select it. Sometimes it takes a while, depending on the server and depending on how big your file is. It might take a while. Here, the pixels, you need to put these at 800. We're going to do this at a 0.5 slide duration for each one. And I'm going to click on Create GIF. So then I'm going to download it. I want to save it. I'm going to show in folder. Everything you download downloads here. On this one, I'm gonna title this one GIF Tall Tweets. You got to make sure you remember where you download it. If you leave it by default, it should go to your download files. But if it doesn't, make sure you know where you're putting it. So that was the hardest part. Now we can come back in here. We can go into your classroom. You're in your classes here. And if you notice, I already have it for reading. I want to change my banner. So all I have to do is click here. I'm going to select or upload photo. I'll select it from my computer. And I'm going to go to my downloads. It's already automatically under downloads. And we can go with the first one. This was GIF TT. Upload, and it's changing for me, and there you go. There's your animated GIF. Now let's go ahead and you can make different ones for different classrooms, but let's just show you how you can upload it with the other one, with the Creator Studio one. Do the same process, go to downloads. This was a Creator Studio one. You upload it, it's changing, and it does the same thing. And now when your students log into your class, this is a banner they'll see. And if you go to your other classrooms, you have all these different banners. This is one that I created a little while ago. But that's as simple as that. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. But once again, thank you for watching.